Alright you lot, it's Monday, which means it's time to torch gaming industry's weekly offerings like it's a birthday cake at a funeral. This is Gaming Hellwire, your daily dose of dev tears, corporate lies and enough sarcasm to crash Unreal Engine. Let's rip bandage off and get stuck in. So, to kick us off, streaming platform Kick, that looks like Twitch after 6 vodka Red Bulls and gambling habit, has decided it's time to copy homework again. This time by launching their own drops feature. Watch streams get free crap. Cause note says engaged audience like treating viewers like pigeons at a seed dispenser. First guinea pig in Digital Zoo? Rust. Yep, Facepunch Studios has signed up to let players earn exclusive in-game content, including a limited edition Kick-themed hazmat suit. Cause note screams survival horror like repping a live stream band while getting your base raided at 3 AM by someone named 420 Dick Stabber. From November 13th to 23rd, all you gotta do is link your Kick and Steam accounts, watch a few participating streams, and boom, digital loot. Tactical bribe dressed as engagement, just like Twitch drops, except now you're doing it on a platform run by crypto bros and next betting site engineers. And to really hammer home how thirsty they are, they wheeled out XQC at DreamHack Atlanta, dressed in an hazmat suit, like his bloody mascot for "We have streamers too." Honest. Kick's head of operations, Ryan Webb, called it pivotal step in bridging gameplay and live streaming. Nah mate, it's a skin economy. You're dangling pixels in front of viewers like a pedo in a sweet van and calling it engagement. You're not building community, you're just paying people in lootbox crumbs to keep the tab open. And Facepunch? Don't think you're off hook. I love Rust, but come on, this ain't about community. It's marketing with a spray tan. It's brand sycophancy wrapped in gamer FOMO. We used to play games for fun. Now we log in to collect digital pants. Only thing this partnership is bridging is desperation and data harvesting. Now let's talk about something rare. A game that launched, worked, didn't set fire to your GPU, and actually made people happy. Escape Simulator 2, made by Pine Studio out of Croatia, a country better known for beach holidays than brain-busting co-op puzzles, has sold over 150,000 copies in its first 5 days. Let me say that again for AAA execs still tripping over their own monetization schemes. 5 days, 150k units. 94% very positive on Steam. No NFT scams, no 100 quid deluxe pre-order with bonus hat. Just solid sequel, more puzzles, better physics, co-op up to 8 players. And a room editor so powerful it makes Unity devs weep. And to celebrate, they're not dropping NFTs or announcing a battle pass. Nah. They're running a build a room competition with $5 prize money. You build a killer escape room, you get cash. Like old school modding, but you don't have to spend 6 years unpaid just to maybe get noticed by Valve. You know what's wild? This game launched working. Hot fixes already rolled out. No roadmap full of excuses. No forums on fire. Just a dev team saying thanks to the community and dropping real updates. Not vague promises with seasonal buzzwords. And themes? Dracula's Castle, Cursed Treasure Hoard, Derelict Starship. It's like Crystal Maze if it were designed by people who actually like video games. See, it's twist. While AAA Circus is out here trying to invent next monetization plague, Pine Studios is out here proving radical concept to just making a good game, selling it at a fair price, and treating players like people instead of metrics. And they're winning. Take notes, industry. Or don't. I'm happy to keep laughing while indies eat your lunch. Right, fighting game fans, brace your arcades. Chun-Li, queen of kicks and ties that can crack rib cages like breadsticks, is officially moonlighting in Fatal Fury City at Wolves. That's right, World Warrior's moving to Southtown like she's dodging Street Fighter 6 patch notes. This is kind of crossover that feels like someone lost a bet at Capcom HQ and SNK just ran with it. First Ken shows up, now Chun-Li. Next thing you know, Terry Bogart's gonna be running dojo while Gal and Blanca getting arrested for indecent electricity. But here's kicker, it actually works. SNK and Capcom hadn't done this dance since early 2000s and suddenly boom, Chun-Li's in Fatal Fury. It's not even Capcom versus SNK 3, it's Capcom inside SNK. Like gaming Inception with uppercuts. Her arcade mode? Investigating Shadowloo again. Because apparently that syndicate's harder to kill than Skyrim re-releases. And in Episode at South, she's doing RPG-like Kung Fu teaching. Chun-Li, school teacher by day, syndicate destroyer by night. Somewhere in law, Ryu's just homeless and wondering what hell is going on. This isn't just fan service, this is fan mania. And if you're into FGC, this is peak crossover crack. We've now got Mai and Terry in Street Fighter 6 and Chun-Li and Ken in City of Wolves. Someone at Capcom finally unlocked Multiverse door, and SNK is over here robbing furniture. And let's not ignore real flex. City of Wolves is a legit fighter. First new Fatal Fury game in 26 years and it's holding its own. Modern mechanics, mad art style, and now Street Fighter legends showing up uninvited like your ex at a barbecue. It's brilliant, it's absurd, and it just might be a thing that lights fire under rest at fate in game world. Can't get Capcom vs SNK 3? I'll take this weird multiverse hookup and a Chun-Li vs My Grudge match any bloody day. Oh no! Olympic esports games have been cancelled. Quick, somebody tell nobody, cause nobody gives a shit in first place. That's right, International Olympic Committee, Saudi Olympic Committee, and Esports World Cup Foundation have all mutually agreed to kill most corporate, misguided Frankenstein esport idea in recent memory. Big Olympic dream? Dead. Cancelled. Buried in the same pit where they tossed Google Stadia and Ubisoft's dignity. And let me just say, good. Cause idea again out Olympic medals for sitting in a chair, smashing buttons while drinking Monster and yelling into headset were always ridiculous. I love esports. I love watching top tier players dominate and match like gods with carpal tunnel. But don't try and sell it like it belongs next to long jump, javelin, or a bloke lifting twice his body weight while bleeding from eyes. Esports is competition, yeah, but it ain't sport. It's digital warfare, not physical endurance. One requires peak human conditioning, other, a Red Bull, iron mouse, and tolerance for online toxicity. And of course, all thing was supposed to happen in Saudi Arabia, because when I think of open inclusive competition, I definitely think of a regime that locks up dissent and buys PR by barrel. Oh, but don't worry, organisers said it were a constructive review. Translation? Nobody wanted to play ball and we couldn't even agree on what fucking games to use. Real reason this collapsed? Publishers didn't want it. Why? Because it's a logistical nightmare. Licensing issues, competitive fairness, format debates, and IOC still don't know a joystick from a vape pen. They saw esports trending and thought, let's monetize that, and it blew up in the faces like a grenade in Call of Duty. So yeah, sorry Olympic boomers, you can't just slap rings on Fortnite and call it a sport. Esports are valid, but they've already got their own arenas, their own fans, and their own legends. They don't need your dusty gold medals or overpriced venues. Let gamers game, let athletes sweat, and keep your esports Olympics in recycling bin where it belongs. Welcome to blood-soaked coliseum of capitalism known as UK Game Chat, where nostalgia fates microtransactions and somehow Minecraft is still here like a cockroach with a pickaxe. Let's count them down, 10 to 1. It's chaos, it's corporate, it's weekly scoreboard of what Britain's actually buying. Spoiler, half for it's Nintendo, and other half CA flogging another skin. Digging in at number 10, it's Minecraft. Still here, still selling, still more alive than 90% of 2023's AAA releases. Mojang's eternal time sink refuses to die, cause no it says safe purchase like cubes and creativity. It's cockroach gaming, nuclear proof and dev proof. Popping in at number 9, Super Mario Galaxy and Galaxy 2. Two absolute belters from Wii days repackaged, resold and rocketing up charts like it's 2007 again. Galaxy 2 alone justifies this. Nintendo could re-release a fart in a box and still chart top 10. Hovering like a broomstick at number 8, Hogwarts Legacy. 24 weeks later, still enchanting your wallet. It's divisive, it's corporate, but it's also one of the few open world games this year that didn't crash your GPU. Still selling faster than Quidditch season tickets. Swinging in like a mad gorilla at number 7, Donkey Kong Bonanza. 10 weeks in and monkeys still chucking barrels at your bank account. Colourful, chaotic, and somehow still more fun than all Ubisoft released in the last 5 years. DK's got staying power and bananas to spare. Rolling Foot Initiative at number 6, Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D Remake. Classic JRPG grind with fresh quarter hipster pixels. Pure comfort food for old school dungeon dwellers. Nostalgia done right. No season pass, no gacha, just swords, spells, and sweet turn-based smackdowns. Sneaking through snow at number 5, Ghost of Yotei. 6 weeks of slicing, dicing, and cinematic pan shots and moody mountaintops. Sony's prestige game still holding line. Bit slower than Tsushima, bit colder, but still sharp as a katana through butter. Kicking door down at number 4, Battlefield 6. Explosions? Check. Bugs? Still there. But somehow it's hanging on. Maybe it's sheer size at maps. Maybe it's Stockholm Syndrome. Or maybe it's just love at shooter where floor collapses more than Dev Roadmap. Drifting into bronze medal spot, Mario Kart World. Still launching shells and friendships into orbit 4 weeks on. It's Mario Kart. You already know it deal. Same chaos, new tracks, more rage quits. Owning racing game that ends with someone crying and blaming controller. Charging in with Pokédex full of hype. Pokémon Legends ZA. Almost snatched crown. Bigger, badder, probably still running like it's allergic to frame rates. But nobody cares. It's Pokémon. Gotta buy them all. And sitting smug at number 1, EA Sports FC 26. Proving once again that you don't need innovation when you've got gambling mechanics and football licenses. Same game, new name, still rinsing Ultimate Team addicts by million. Top at table, bottom at soul. That's your UK top 10, where best-selling games are either old, repackaged, or EA. We'll do this every Monday, whether it kills us or not, because someone's got to track madness. And that's your Gaming Hellwire for Monday. Like, subscribe and all that bollocks. Drop your comments and questions below, especially if you're still wearing kick hazmat like a badge of honour. And I'll see you next time, you magnificent.